As Dexter, Original Sin. Season 1 goes into Harry Morgan's affair with Laura Moser. The prequel leaves out crucial aspects from the main series that made Harry's actions even more upsetting. The new and returning characters in Dexter. Original Sin assist in offering additional insight on earlier events, highlighted in the original show, notably in connection to Dexter's early kills, his career beginnings at Miami Metro, and the twists leading up to Harry Morgan's sad death. To expand on these events, Original Sin also gives Harry his own point-of-view flashbacks, explaining how his affair with Dexter's mother, Laura Moser, transpired. Harry and Laura's romantic engagement originally came as a twist reveal in Dexter Season 2, leaving Dexter to wonder whether his adoption and the code were simply means to assuage Harry's guilt over Laura's murder. In the prequel, after explaining how Harry recruited Laura to become a confidential informant, showing the two working closely together against drug lord Hector Estrada, and diving into how Harry formed an early bond with Laura's toddler son Dexter, their affair officially begins in Dexter. Original Sin, Season 1, Episode 4. However, Original Sin's account of events omits some awful aspects revealed in Dexter. Dexter. Original Sin ignores that Harry was having affairs with other confidential informants before Laura Moser. As Harry's memories in Original Sin develop, it becomes evident that the prequel is establishing the affair in a way that spectators should want to see Harry and Laura get together. The show builds up their chemistry, emphasizing their mutual trust and generosity, and even includes scenes in which Harry foreshadows himself as a caring and loving father to Dexter. When Laura and Harry, who is still married to Doris, finally begin having an affair, it's described as a relationship in which both strive to postpone acting on their feelings, but they ultimately prove too strong to ignore. As such, Original Sin offers a totally different picture from how the relationship is detailed in Dexter. The original series certainly doesn't imply that Laura and Harry had some hot love affair in which Harry only stepped out of his marriage because of his strong, special feelings for Laura. Rather, Laura was simply one of a few confidential informants with whom Harry was having an adulterous affair before Dexter. Original Sin's chronology. Though the prequel says Harry was split about his infidelity with Laura, Dexter Season 2 revealed he was already sleeping with other CIs, such as Valerie Hodges. In fact, when Deborah meets Hodges in Dexter, she reveals that Harry likely chose his confidential informants based on his desire to have an adulterous affair with them. Dexter did make sure to clarify that Laura was more special to Harry, however, since he broke off his affair with Valerie in favor of Dexter's mother. By ignoring the background of these prior romances, Dexter. Original Sin, Season 1's episodes present Harry in a better light as a conflicted man who fell for another woman during a tough point in his marriage, whereas the truth from Dexter is significantly more nuanced. Dexter, Original Sin, tries to excuse Harry's affair by making his marriage with Doris worse. Dexter, Original Sin further takes away from the unjustifiable nature of Harry's affair by divulging the problems of his marriage to Doris. In the original Dexter program, it didn't appear that Doris and Harry's marriage was jointly reaching a breaking point when he began his affair with Laura. Rather, Harry's affairs were utilized as a method to expound on how he wasn't this wonderful, morally pure family man who made a few mistaken mistakes. He routinely cheated on his wife with women whom he held a position of influence over, disregarded his daughter, and taught his son a murderous code. Of course, Dexter also never addressed the presence or death of Harry and Doris's first son, Junior. Original Sin explains that Junior's death caused substantial difficulty in Doris and Harry's marriage, with their grief driving them apart and their failed efforts to produce another kid making matters worse. Though he was still hesitant to act on his love for Laura, his perception that his marriage was already ending gave Harry his excuse to begin their relationship. It still doesn't justify his behavior, but it puts Harry and Laura's affair in a considerably more murky region than the original program. Dexter has a good excuse for Original Sin. Ignoring the worst parts of Harry's affair, the memories of Harry's affair with Laura in Original Sin, contrasting so significantly with the discoveries from the main Dexter series, can be explained by the assumption that the prequel's flashbacks are portrayed from Harry's point of view. Like Dexter himself at times, Harry Morgan is an unreliable narrator in his own memories. Dexter, Original Sin reveals the affair as he remembers it, which is why it paints him in a significantly better light. To rationalize the affair in his own mind, Harry highlights his intimate relationship with Laura and marital difficulties with Doris while dismissing his prior affairs.